Well, hello there. Welcome to Pond Bank Farms if you're new here. If you are not new, welcome. We got a big video to get into, a bunch of maintenance. Our mixer, we changed all the knives on it. We let you know some of the updates on that. We tried some new knives, but also, and bigger and better, we finished our wheat. Now, a lot of lessons learned, hard lessons learned. It was a pretty rough wheat harvest. We'll show you more of that. Things did not go as planned. But with that being said, let's get into the video and we'll see you on the other side. Another day, another field. Hello folks, a gorgeous day here today at Pond Bank Farms. I'm Ben Lichty. Thanks for tuning into the channel. We got a big video for you guys. We're gonna be starting out by doing some maintenance work. Our mixer needs new knives. And then later on in the video, hopefully we'll be getting to some more wheat. It's been pretty rainy here the last few days. It was nice here yesterday, looking nice today, looking nice tomorrow. So hopefully we can get combining either later today or tomorrow sometime. Either way, we'll take you guys along for the tour and see what we get figured out. So last night I mixed feed and I didn't get everything unloaded, so we're just finishing unloading this morning. And then we got some brand new knives to put in here. It's supposed to be a new style that are supposed to cut a little faster, wear a little slower. I guess we'll see exactly how that works. I actually seen the knives when I was at the Louisville Farm Show, and then we got them through a supplier we normally get our knives through, so it'll be interesting to see. All right, so here are the knives. Some are smaller, some are bigger. What's going on here? Have to figure out exactly what we got, and we'll show you the old ones compared to the new ones here in a second. Okay, so I've been very curious about the difference of these blades as well, so I'll take a look at with you. There's a few small ones. I just kept the same configuration because I'm guessing there's a reason. So that's going to be the difference between the two. Yeah, that's a pretty jagged edge. That's a small knife. I'm coming in, Daddy. Yeah, come on in. Just gotta be. Your boots are on? Yep. Good. And then there's the difference between this knife and that knife. So you can see there's twice as many. It's serrated twice as often. So in between each of these, like other than these being completely wore out, in between each of these, you got another serration, so that'll be interesting. Okay. It's in the house. Okay, so we're getting these on. My one concern, these do stick out further. The old ones had a, I don't know if that was for structure, so they don't break so soon. Now, they did break eventually, so I don't know. I guess, what am I worried about, right? If they broke, then, you know. We'll see though. These stick out way further, so if they don't break, like they're gonna cut. They're gonna cut like crazy, I really think. Those are the smaller ones, which are gonna cut like crazy as well. I forget why you don't want all bigger ones in right now, but there is a reason. I don't know if it bunches up too much or what exactly the thing is, but the more big ones that you have, the more aggressive it is, but there is a reason you can't have all big ones, and I forget that reason right now, to be honest. But we have 3 big ones, 3 small ones on each side, I guess. Well, I guess that's a good sign. Means the knives are sharp. It's worse than it looks, just a surface scratch. Almost got this side on. This side should take a little less time. We'll see. Things did go pretty good here. Yes, I look a little bit like a freak. I have my hearing plug or earplugs there. My son was using them, so I put these in. Now I just kept them in. So I remembered I thought we ordered it with the hardware. Hardware is not along, so we're gonna have to look back, make sure we didn't pay for the hardware. We're able to use the old hardware, so it's fine, but we just want to make sure, go back and make sure we didn't pay for something didn't pay for something that we didn't end up getting, so. All right, so here's the deal. I try to be very careful when I criticize brands because this sometimes could just be issue in our farm, or it could be mismanagement. So I don't just want to trash every piece of equipment or any. I really don't want to trash any pieces of equipment. But so when I first started YouTube, it's pretty easy to say exactly how you feel about equipment. And I'm not a large YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination, but it changes a little bit. When you have 10,000 or 20,000 or however many people seeing your videos, equipment dealers and brands tend to care a little bit more about what you have to say. And it's just not my goal to trash equipment because, one, I don't want dealers to like be scared to deal with me because I'll just trash equipment when it comes. So that's not at all what I do. And I'm just going to say a little issue here. Now, this was a bit of mismanagement too, but I just want to say if you do get a trolley, make sure you know we didn't grease. I don't think we greased these hubs enough. So if you see here, something we got to get fixed. There's a bushing in here, I believe, and you can see it's really loose. So if I step on it, I don't know if you see that or not, but that's something we got to get fixed. I never said anything before because that was a mismanagement part on our part. We didn't maintain this like we should. We didn't know it needed as much grease as it did. However, since then, we have started greasing, obviously. That's got to get fixed. But I just noticed now, this one, I don't think had play in it before. I don't think. And I'm seeing just a little touch of play in here. Yeah, there's play in here. Don't think this was here before. I could be wrong. But we're piling the grease to this now. Maybe we're over greasing. Maybe we're doing something else wrong. I'm not sure. Trolley's a great mixer, don't get me wrong. And we love the fan on the front, we love all that. And I'm sure there's tons of trolley owners probably that never had this issue. So it could probably just a mismanagement thing. But I just wanted to share that this is kind of what's happening right now. We're gonna have to take this in. They gotta pull the screw apart. It's like a day or 2 days of work. And it's just kind of hard to figure out when to do it because either we need another mixer here or we need to mix ahead. So it's just one of those things that it's too bad we didn't know. Alrighty, so I ordered one too many large knives and one not enough small knife. So this one here is supposed to be a small knife, kind of sandwiched between the two big ones. I put that a big knife. I'm not sure how that'll work. Should be fine. It'll be more aggressive for sure. And then we're all done. So we'll hear from Jake how much faster a bale mix is now, because as you can see, first of all, the others are wore out. Second of all, these are supposed to cut quicker, so I guess we'll find out. All you Milwaukee guys are probably like, man, you're tough on your tools. Well, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to understand how you can be tough on tools without them breaking. Just a little bit of Rage Bait Monday. Put this by our steel pile, which got to go over on our bigger steel pile sometime. I actually grease those screws so much, we just keep a grease gun on the mixer now. But I want to let you guys know how the knives turn out. But if you're looking for knives for your mixer, this isn't a paid ad or an ad of any kind. I don't even think the guy knows I have a YouTube channel. PNS Tech. They make mixer knives. They make a lot of different things. I think shank blades. You can look them up. But we've been getting our mixer knives there for years and years and years, and we love them. So yeah, check them out. Quickly talk about some of the features we like with this mixer. It's got a fast speed and a low speed, so that helps for clean out. You can switch it to fast speed, but a lower speed for your normal mixing. And it's also got the fan on the front, and we use that to bed up our heifer barn. So it's been a great mixer for us. All right, Dad just came over. He's putting some air in the front tires of our loader tractor because, I don't know, I think they must have a slow leak. But we got done with the mixer a little faster than I thought we would, so it's gonna be lunchtime here soon. Yeah, we'll have to take these off and Is it the other side too, or just this side?
This side, tell where that loading power is.
So,
Well, look at something 50 ahead of them.
we're gonna have to take either one or both these front tires off sometime, get them fixed. But we're done the mixer, gonna have lunch, see how the wheat looks after lunch. Maybe we can start combining today. It's kind of humid, I'm not sure. All right, we're on our way to check some of our wheat out that's further out this way. We're gonna see how dry it is. We won't get combining there either way today because we have a farm close by, but I want to see how it looks for tomorrow and see if the weeds are dying, because we did a bit of pre-harvest burn down in this field because the weeds were just absolutely coming brutal. So I want to see how the field looks. There's no way to really test it, but I'm gonna chew on it a bit and see how hard it is, and we'll go from there. All right, we came out to check out this wheat field. I think this wheat field is going to produce the best of all of ours. It looks incredible compared to the rest. And the difference is we no-tilled it. So I don't know if that's the way to go in the future or what. Because you can see here, it just seems thicker. It's going down everywhere, starting to lodge, which isn't great, but as long as we can pick it up, which I'm sure we can. Yeah, we're gonna want to come out here soon. We're gonna want to get this combined as soon as it's dry, obviously. See here what's going on. I'd say we try. Yep, she's ready. There's gonna be a lot here, I think. Interesting. This is exciting. This will be fun to combine. All right, guess we're heading out to combine. Here's coming with the wagons. As you can see, we got a hopper full. Tarp completely changes the looks of things. A little paint and TLC can go a long way. This field is not as clean as I would like it. I didn't spray refine on my wheat this year. I went out to spray and I realized I forgot to order refine. So I put a little bit more 2,4-D in. Wasn't ideal. I think that's the issues we're seeing right now. So lesson learned, I won't be forgetting that again. But on the bright side, the wheat's looking actually better in this field farm than the last farm. I'm guessing we'll get more than 2 tons per the acre, but we'll find out when we finish. And it feels good to be back in the saddle. So things are going pretty good. Okay, well, we limped across the finish line for this farm. It was getting seriously tough for this last field, but we were able to finish. We had an issue on the header again. I was able to limp it kind of to keep going. We're going to be taking it to my place and getting the header hooked on again. Not sure if we'll work on it tonight much anymore, but tomorrow morning we got to get work done. I know kind of what has to be done, so it's not too hard to do. It just takes time. Another day, another field. We didn't get started this field till like 5, 6 o'clock. It was 17 acres on this farm. We got a bit taken away there from the gravel pit, so it's 16 or 15 acres now. Not much, but there's only one farm to go, 40 acres. Hopefully we'll start there tomorrow. We had a big water hole in here, so normally water doesn't sit in here, but dropped out a little spot here. And an update on this farm. I think this farm we got about 2 ton to the acre too. Next farm, it looks better, but I'll let you know how exactly it does then. We no-tilled it, so I don't know if that's what it is. We put dairy manure on here. It shouldn't make it worse, but maybe it did. I don't know. We'll let you guys know. Maybe it's not better at the other farm, but it sure looks better. I guess we'll find out. Morning, folks. We are starting off this video in the grain elevator and loading some of the wheat that we combined yesterday. Got to bring another load yet and fix the header this morning. It's going to be a big morning before we start combining. Alrighty, just fueling up the combine, and normally when I fuel up the combine, I try to wash the windows off because it's much easier to see, obviously, if it's clean. And the mirror's clean because that's a big part of backing up and safety, so. See a little bit of dirt. If the sun's shining the wrong way, it makes it impossible to see. And it's a good time to wash them now because I'm not going out and combining right away. I got to take the load of wheat in first, so I give it time to dry before we start combining. That's just incredible what a little window cleaning will do for the driver's point of view. I'm not 100% sure yet that I'm going to combine today. I'm hoping to, but we're going to take this load. We have one more load of wheat to take into the elevator, and we're going to take it in. Just a sec here. And we're going to take it in and see how the weather's looking after. If it's going to pour and rain a lot tomorrow, I don't think we're going to combine today. There's just a little rain. Oh, the point of the story is I don't feel like breaking the straw. So we'll see once how much it's going to rain. Sometimes we have a lot of wheat and we feel pretty pressed. We'll just combine whether it's going to rain the next day or not and worry about the straw later. But we don't have as much wheat this year, so it allows us to be a little bit more picky when we combine. Thanks, Gare. It passed the taste test. Alrighty, she's ready to rock and roll, but before that, we are going to take some wheat into the elevator and figure out exactly what we're going to do, because we're not 100% sure. I don't think I'm going to get over 2 ton an acre here either. Not our best year, and I don't think this is how most people are finding it. I gotta find out more. But if most people are having a normal year and we're having a down year, gotta figure out why. Because normally I feel like last year we did a bit better, and this year, I don't know. See how the next farm is, I guess. Issues could be my weed control just was not good this year, and we gotta fix that. Beans, it's like every year there's something I make a mistake with weed control, and last year I was still learning the beans. The year before I didn't get the corn sprayed in time. This year it seemed to be the wheat. Now I don't know if it affected that or not, if it affected how much we got. But this year we got the beans and corn really good. But the wheat, I missed spraying Refine. We normally spray on the wheat. Seems to do a great job with weed control. We didn't spray that this year. So I don't know if that has anything to do with how much we're getting or not. I hope not, but it could be. My suspicion is the next farm is better just because it looks better. But don't count your chickens before they hatch, right? Well, folks, it's a busy day here today, and I'm not surprised. Gorgeous weather for combining some wheat. Looks like there's more construction going on. Not sure if that's a bigger yard or more bins. There's always something going on here. It's fun to watch. And just like that, wheat harvest is half over already. We really didn't have much wheat this year. We already had less than normal, and then we had over 20 acres that just didn't come up this spring. So we're down. We are down, but that's all right. It's all right. We got lots of beans. We got lots of corn. And luckily, the wheat that didn't come, we didn't put too much fertilizer into it, so that is good. All right, we're coming in our back entrance here. And this is our old pasture right here. But we still want to be able to drive through here, but I want to turn this into a field. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep this lawn part here. So like we'll stop the spraying here in the field and then continue it there. And just, it's gonna be a bit of a pain, but I'll clean this up and we'll still do a drive-through spot there and have us mowed. My goal is to get this a lot cleaned up and easy to maintain. Okay, Dad is going out to bale some straw. We're gonna go in the house, grab some food, and then we'll be on our way to do some combining. Alright folks, we got a little bit done here tonight. Not as much as I'd like, probably about 10 acres. What do you have to say to all the boys and girls that are watching?
Hello. Did you know that I could drive combines and tractors and it looks like if you look at it, it looks like I can do it by myself.
Yes, sir. We are all learning. We are learning the art of farming. Anyway, we're gonna quit here, and we are going to be at it maybe in the morning. Toodles. Morning, folks. We are on our way to pick up the gravity wagons to take to the elevator. And I kind of got lost in thought, not thinking what I was doing. I just started driving straight to the elevator without the wagons because I gotta go pick the wagons up at another farm first. So we're actually kind of heading back now, which is super annoying, but it is what it is. We'll get the wagons there. Hopefully get the straw baled up before the rain. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so we'll see how that goes. But you know what annoys me to no end, and I'm sure I've done it, so I can't talk too loud, but when you pass a farmer on a tractor and you're on the tractor and he doesn't wave, especially if you wave to him, that's the ultimate of rudeness. Now, I've already been zoned out and not done this, but I think we need to make this a normalized practice. I'm like, if you know how like motorbike drivers, it's a thing, they'll always wave to motorbike drivers will wave to other motorbike drivers. Well, why can us farmers not do this? I mean, we are a closer community than motorbike drivers, are we not? I don't know. We gotta normalize waving. If you're on a tractor, we should normalize waving to every single tractor you meet. That's just my opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong. And in other news, this wheat is much heavier 75.4 is the test weight, so our others was 72, 73. So a lot of dockage though, which makes sense because I didn't have the weed as clean as I should have. It's alright. I'll learn to forgive. I need to speed up the fan a bit, a little bit more of the chaff out. Good. This wheat's probably, since it's heavier, it can, I don't know, there's more chaff in it, don't know why. Well, we got a few drops of rain coming down. I don't even know if it's worth going over to the farm to try to bale. I don't know if it's raining down there or not, but it's pretty dark. We're gonna just wait a few hours and see. I don't think it's supposed to rain much, but now we're getting lightning, so it might pour. I have no idea. Okay, we decided to start a fire here again. It rained, so we're kind of rained out of the field. Gonna try to get the rest of this burned here today, and then we can start with the rest of the cleanup. Just taking a bit of garbage to the garbage bin. And I think we're gonna be wrapping it up for the night. Not sure what tomorrow's gonna bring. We do have a bit of straw we can clean up. Might do some of that. Have a bit of oats we can spread. Not sure if we'll do that yet until all wheat's off. We'll see where it goes, folks. Guaranteed we'll be doing something. Good morning, folks. We're gonna go out and gather some straw in a second. But before that, Jake is dumping some straw in our mixer here. If you watch the last video, we had a crone up and we put the crone against our New Holland round baler. And we noticed right away the crone was getting a lot more in a bale. Now, the crone was making a bigger bale. We didn't have the tape measure out. I really wish we would have. The crone was making a bigger bale, but there is a lot more weight, I'm guessing, in a crone bale than a New Holland bale. It seems to be a lot more packed in there. So what we're doing today is testing that. Jake's about to mix straw here, so he just dumped a bale in from New Holland, which is 350 kgs. 360. And there's a little bit there on the ground. We got to take that into account, but there'll be a bit in the ground after this too. So we're going to dump that the bale from the crone baler in and see how much total we have, and go from there. More fall off of the crone bale than fell off of the New Holland bale. We're at 750 kgs, meaning there's about 50 kgs more in a crone bale. If the crone bales were the same size as the New Holland bales were, which I really wish we would have gotten closer, that's my bad, I made a mistake there. I think they'd be pretty similar. So if you watch that video, I said the crone is blowing New Holland out of the water when it comes to bale density. I do think crone got them a bit tighter, maybe not as much tighter as I initially thought. Maybe a little bit more on the crone, but I'm actually interested. There's only 50 more kgs, which is 100 pounds. That's a lot, I get that. The bales are a lot bigger though, so maybe there's 25, 50 more pounds in a bale, probably something like that if we'd have the bales the same size. It's interesting. So if you didn't watch that video, go back and watch it. It was super interesting video. We had the crone right up beside the New Holland and we were running them in the same field and it was a lot of fun. If you did watch it though, this is the results of that. So pretty comparable. I do think crone does make a touch of a tighter bale. Yes. So we're gonna go gather some straw here. Dad got some bale the day before yesterday. After we get the straw, we might have to do a bit of raking on some straw that's laying. We'll have to see. I'd rather not. But we did get a lot of rain. I don't know how much we got at the location where the straw is. We'll have to check that out. I would like not to because you lose straw when you rake and we need all the straw we can get. Use these 3 wagons behind each other for straw, but it works really nice for straw. We can get 45 bales on a load, so we can get straw home a lot faster than we could back before we got the third wagon.
Bale, come out here. Now you see what me and Daddy are doing. He's doing this. Big tractor trucks. I know they look big on what they look on here. And you can see. He's a workaholic. And you can see from these fellas. I know you can't see it. Okay. And moving from that side, you can see it. Yeah, you can see probably.
So we rent a fair bit of land, and it can come with its own challenges because you always have to be on the lookout for more land, because you're not going to have every single piece of land you have forever. For example, this farm, I don't know how long we'll have it because it's a gravel pit. So as they continue to expand, we got a huge hill here. I'm guessing they're gonna want to take gravel out of that sometime, and then we won't be getting this farm forever, you know? So you always got to be on the lookout for more land. You always got to be aggressive, because if you're not, eventually your land will actually become less and less than you farm. So we're always on the lookout for new land. And if, first of all, and this isn't an ad, but if you are seeing this and you have land to rent out, give us a call. We pay competitive rates, and we're always, like I said, on the lookout for new land. Quick hitches that we could use here. The only problem is this drawbar, the second hole needs to be closer here, so the quick hitch can bolt on. So it doesn't work for this tractor. I want to take the drawbar off. We have a local welding guy, steel guy. He's got equipment. He could probably put a hole in there in the right spot for us. It's just one of those things I actually kind of forget when I'm not using it, but we got to get that done before corn harvest, because we might be wanting this tractor to haul corn silage. Okay, we were just at baseball, and on the way home we decided to stop in and check out the beans. Here, closer to town, this is the last farm we're renting. They're getting pretty loaded. I don't know, it's hard to know, for me to know. I think they look pretty good. I think they look pretty good, but who's to know, right? We got a lot with 3 beans in them, a lot of pods with 3 beans in them. Looking over the field looks pretty good. There's a little bit of mustard right in the middle there, but overall the field's pretty clean, so I think we'll leave that and see how it looks when the beans die off. They're not crazy high, but they're high enough, and if they're pretty loaded, might have a pretty good crop here. So it's up and down here a bit. It looks better out there further. I know there's They tore a lot of trees out of here and stuff, so maybe that's part of it. Here, a lot shorter, but they're really loaded there, so it should be a decent crop, I hope, right? But it looks pretty good. This is the last field we got out, so this is probably the last field we end up combining, I'm guessing. Overall, looks pretty good. We got almost 90 acres here, so one of our biggest farms we're renting. Okay, that's our tour crop. We'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully we'll be combining tomorrow morning. We'll see exactly how it goes. I'm guessing we'll try to combine. We got to rake some straw. Got a big day tomorrow. Stay tuned, folks. Good morning, folks. It is a beautiful day here. Today's Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be nice as well. And we're looking forward to getting a lot of stuff done here. Got to unload the straw. To check out, we got some rows of straw laying. Got to check out, see if they're going to dry or if we need to rake them. And we're going to combine hopefully the rest of our wheat today and tomorrow. So stay tuned. It's going to be good. Okay, so Dad and I just spent probably half an hour trying to figure out exactly what ag bags we want this year. We're going to a 10-foot ag bag. We used to do 9-foot. And we wanted to initially do 2 300-foot. It would fit in here just so. But upon figuring out how much feed we want, we're gonna fill 3 250-foots in the silo. Right now we're just putting the stone fork on. I almost forgot, but luckily I didn't. When we were disc binding, if you remember a few videos ago, we completely destroyed our disc bind over a stone, and I haven't got that stone out yet. Dad is currently going to check the straw that's on the roll, see if we need to rake it or not. When we're done getting the stone out, we're going to try to get this straw put away, and then we'll either go raking or go combining, or both. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'll tell you what, we waited too long to do this, but I think we found the spot. The alfalfa's growing like crazy. Good grief. I'll take it. I'm guessing it's here somewhere because you can see this was cut earlier and then this was cut later. There's a stone here, but I don't. Is that the one? There's 3 stones here. Should have done this before. I forgot all about it. Not a big stone, but I guess the way it was, broke the rock guard on the disc bind. I got a comment saying I should be setting the disc bind lighter, like tensioning the springs on it, so it like floats up faster, and that's a good idea. On a rolled disc bind, I'm pretty sure it was set a lot lighter, because you just hit anything little, it would just kind of. So I'm gonna be setting that different. That was a very good idea. So it's kind of funny. We've been trying to avoid the rain. Our straw row is getting rained on this year. And the one time we take a gamble, it was only supposed to rain like 1 millimeter. It's not much laying, so it's not the end of the world, but the verdict is, it rained more than 1 millimeter. Spoiler alert, I don't know what it rained, probably a good inch. Still very wet on the bottom of the roll. We don't think it'll be drying, so we're gonna go rake it. It's not much, we're gonna head over rake it. Then we're over there, the combine's over there, we'll just start combining. So, not the end of the world, but you lose fair bit of straw when you do that, and straw is going to be a shortage for us anyway, as it is this year. So all right, rakes hooked on, let's go rake some straw. On checking it, I think there's a really good chance it'll dry. I don't know for sure, but we're gonna combine a bit and we're gonna see how it looks in a few hours. We'll get a better idea, but I'd really rather not rake it because we're gonna lose some quantity. Like I said, we need all the straw we can get. So I'm seeing a general consensus with the wheat. It just wasn't thick enough. Either it wasn't planted thick enough or it didn't come up enough before the snow came, before winter came last fall. Either way, it's just way too thin. It's going down some places and stuff, but it's even in those places, it's just too thin. So basically we got to get our wheat in time this year. We got it in a bit late last year, and you can plant it thicker all you want, and it does help a bit. We probably didn't plant it thick enough, but you can't make up for planting nice and early in the fall. So we got to really try to do that next year. But it's funny how it works. It's no sooner you get your crop off, and you got to start thinking for the next year. We got to get oats spread on here. Probably go about 40 pounds to the acre, maybe 30 if I'm feeling cheap. Get them dissed in, let that grow up a bit, and then get that sprayed this fall. So we already got to be thinking of that. We got to be getting the straw bales off of here for that, obviously. So, and we need to do that before the beans and the corn starts coming off. So, and then we got third cut to get off as well. So we got a fair bit coming up here, folks. Dad's just raking the straw up that got rained on right now. Just giving her. We're in our last little patch here, and we got a waterway going in here, so it's a pain. Courtesy of my loving wife. Last stump of winter wheat for 2026. And I think we're gonna be like 5 tons short of our contract, so we'll have to call them and figure out what to do there. Not a good year for wheat. Alrighty, we just got 20 acres left of spring wheat to do. Then we're done with wheat, but don't know. I doubt we'll do the spring wheat tomorrow. We'll see. Alrighty, we are heading out. The lights of home are shining bright. Okay, well, good morning, folks. We are just about heading out to start a big day. We got maybe a bit of custom work potentially later on. Well, custom raking, maybe custom hauling straw. Pretty cool. And we're gonna head out and see what the day brings. Okay, so here's the plan happening before the rain today. First of all, I'm gonna get this straw unloaded. Dad's going later to bale all the straw that we have down right now, which is about 40 acres. And we got a custom raking job to do, possibly 2 raking jobs to do, and somebody else might want us to help gather some of their straw. So we're gonna see where that all ends up. I'm not 100% sure. These custom jobs, if they're gonna, by the time I get there, they might already be done. They're not sure exactly how it's looking there. So we're gonna get some of this stuff done and keep you updated. All right, so this load we're actually going to be putting upstairs in our barn. We might not have to fill our cover all up, and then we'd have more space for storing equipment and whatnot, or maybe dry hay. I don't know, we'll see. So we're going to start upstairs in the barn here today. And to load today, we're going to use our L218 New Holland skid steer. Let's get to popping. The wagons are unloaded. Jake took the tractor off the front, so I can't move these wagons right now. I guess they'll be fine there for now. Go and see how these knives are working on the mixer that I put on. Can't see too much. Jake said it's a good 10 minutes faster now, so they're doing something. Alrighty, let's head her on out, folks. I also want to mention, if you're looking for tortillas, if you're looking for corn chips, Clyde's Country Market is the place to stop. It's our roadside stand here. Emily's family makes it all, so stop by, check it out, buy yourself some snacks, some tortillas, whatever you're looking for. Just waiting for some goodies. Alrighty, we're gonna take in the last 2 loads of wheat and calculate exactly how short we are of filling the contract. It's not much, but it's gonna be a wee bit. Hopefully Dad remembered to turn the 4-ways off or the battery will be dead. It's one of those things that's easy to forget, it seems. Now there's a good colored combine right there. Anyhow, see what the wheat weighs today? The farmers are out. Alrighty, let's go rake some hay, folks. So it officially looks like we do have another raking job after this. The guy who was originally going to rake for can't now, so we're going to head over there as soon as we're done here. Got another 30 acres to rake there. Just turning out to be one of those really busy Saturdays because we got rain in the forecast tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday possibly. Everybody's trying to get their hay finished. Everybody's trying to get their straw in. It's turned out to be one of those crazy weeks where everyone's trying to get everything done. Alrighty folks, we're almost done with this field. We got another 30 acres to do when we're done here. Stay tuned. It's a beautiful day to be making hay. Just like that, we're on the next farm. Trying to stay ahead of Ruben in the big square baler. He's coming up right there. And we're just like 1 row ahead of him, so. He was actually waiting for me here when I got here. I want to emphasize, it wasn't because I was late, it's because I'm the second option. There was somebody else supposed to come that didn't show up. So, I came instead. I was wondering why I was getting so hangry, and then I realized it's like 4 o'clock. I haven't had lunch yet. My wife's coming with lunch. I kept telling her to wait because I didn't know what time. Well, I wasn't hungry, and then all of a sudden I get hungry. It's just how it is sometimes. We are getting some hay done today, boys and girls. the farmers are out. Okay, we just got here to get the rest of the wagons home. We got a total of 5 wagons here. Dad unloaded this, but he obviously couldn't climb in and it didn't empty out all the way. So there's like half a ton in there that didn't come out. We got to take to the elevator, get that out, and then we'll get the rest of the wagons home. Stay tuned, folks. It's more paint. I gotta say it's a little embarrassing showing up with like 0.3, 0.4 ton, but what do you do? Alrighty folks, just got the good old calculator out and the winter wheat verdicts are in and they're not pretty. We had just under 90, probably about 85 acres of winter wheat planted. We booked in 150 ton, we pre-booked 150 ton at $171 an acre. Now that's important because winter wheat prices right now are above 180 per ton, sorry, not per acre, per ton. Well, first of all, we are 8 tons short of our contract, meaning we got 142 ton off of 85, 90 acres, which is absolutely brutal. The 2 farms here didn't actually do too bad. It was the farm that we did last that was the worst, and I thought it looked the best, so I am struggling to understand how we only got 50 ton out of 40 acres, but that is the numbers, folks. So is it great? No, but the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So we got that done now. Next is spring wheat. We have what looks like it will be an amazing 3rd cut. So with that being said, we will see you guys in the next one. That'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, you enjoy farming content, subscribe so you can see more videos like this one, and share it to any friends that enjoy farming videos. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Up next, in the next video at Pond Bank Farms. Saturday we got a call to come bale a little bit of straw in a field here. It's like a dozen bale. We got the straw bales unloaded, as you can see the empty wagon in the background there. Dad's gonna maybe go this afternoon and pick up some more straw bales. I'd like to get all the fields emptied out because I want to spread, I don't know, like 30, 40 pounds of oats on and disc it in. All right, just got out from having lunch and I was just gonna show you here. I talked last night, I went in the bean field and picked this plant. It just shows you how tall it is. It's me standing up. So we kind of got distracted. We were in the gravity wagons on. We were heading out for the last right now. This video is sponsored by Tim Hortons. At the forecast, there is going to be a lot of work getting done in the fields this week. Beauty week. Beauty. Never really enjoy combining when there's underseeding, but sometimes the underseeding comes better than other years. This year the underseeding did really good because we had all kinds of moisture. Okay, judging by the look in the bin, we do have to turn the fan back up to where it was at. It's kind of a bit of a pain here because we can't get more straw, and also if we come in and cut the alfalfa, we're gonna get all this inside and it doesn't make the best feed either, so we'll probably just let it probably. So a lot of straw and feed here that really, because of both, it's kind of garbage. Got a pretty dirty sample here. We We got some dirty windows here today. Disengage throttle boosters. Alrighty. This line's greased up, ready to roll for the morning. Hooked on the tractor. We're gonna be going first thing in the morning, and we'll see you guys in a few hours.